Revopoint MetroX Pro 3D Scanner Review, worth the switch or another overhyped gadget? I'll be honest, most budget 3D scanners start strong in the marketing videos but fall apart the first time you try scanning something that isn't a perfect white cube. You know the feeling, you buy it on impulse, wait a week for shipping, and then spend the next 3 evenings fighting with software glitches, poor texture capture, or parts that just won't align right. That's the trap of cheap 3D scanning gear. But the Revopoint MetroX Pro? It actually feels like it was designed by people who've spent time in workshops, not just in front of a CAD screen. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't your average handheld scanner that promises the world but delivers blurry scans of your coffee mug. The MetroX Pro uses blue laser technology, which is a big deal when you're dealing with reflective metals, dark plastics, or even black rubber surfaces that usually wreck cheaper scanners. I tested it on a polished aluminum part, a matte black phone case, and a small mechanical gear, and in every case, the scanner locked onto the surface without needing extra sprays or powders. That alone saves hours of prep time, especially if you're scanning parts for 3D printing or reverse engineering. Where it really shines is in the scanning modes. You've got 4 options: handheld, fixed scan, automatic turntable, and even real-time streaming to your phone or PC. The automatic turntable mode is a game-changer if you're scanning small objects like jewelry or miniatures. Just place your item on the turntable, hit scan, and walk away, no babysitting required. I tried it with a 3D printed miniature and got a full 360-degree model in under 10 minutes, with clean geometry and decent texture. That's the kind of reliability that turns a frustrating hobby into something you can actually build a workflow around. The real-time streaming feature is surprisingly useful too. Instead of waiting for a full scan to finish before seeing results, you can watch the model build as you go. That's handy when you're aligning tricky objects or checking for missing data before committing to a full scan. It's not something you'll use every day, but when you need it, it's a lifesaver. Now, let's talk about the trade-offs. The MetroX Pro isn't perfect. The software, while functional, isn't as polished as some of the high-end professional tools. There's a learning curve if you're new to 3D scanning, especially when it comes to post-processing. You'll likely need to clean up scans in another program like MeshLab or Blender, which adds time to your workflow. If you're expecting a plug-and-play experience straight out of the box, this might frustrate you. Another thing to consider is the size of what you can scan. The MetroX Pro has a recommended scan volume of around 200 mm x 200 mm x 200 mm, which is fine for small parts but not ideal for larger objects like helmets or full-size figurines. If you're planning to scan big items, you might need to break them into sections and stitch them together later, which can be tedious. So, who should buy this scanner? If you're a hobbyist, a small-scale maker, or even a professional who needs reliable scans of small to medium-sized objects without the hassle of surface prep, the MetroX Pro is a solid investment. It's especially useful if you're into 3D printing, prototyping, or reverse engineering. The blue laser tech and automatic turntable mode make it one of the most user-friendly scanners in its price range. Who should skip it? If you're scanning large objects regularly or need a scanner that's 100% self-contained with no post-processing, this isn't the one. You'd be better off looking at higher-end models or sticking with a simpler, cheaper scanner if your needs are basic. At the end of the day, the MetroX Pro delivers on its promise. It's a scanner that actually works when you need it to, without the usual headaches. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it's far from the most expensive either. If you've been burned by cheap scanners before, this might be the upgrade you've been waiting for. Check it out on Amazon using the link in the description if you want to see the latest price and details.